Καλημέρα σας. Όταν παντρεύτηκα με η Όλγα και εγώ η γυναίκα μου ήρθαμε στο αστήρ. Και να σου πω το αστήρ αυτά τα χρόνια δεν είναι το αστήρ τώρα. It just goes to show what is old becomes new again. I want to point to this beautiful location as an example of what Greece has become. This north of €500 million transformation has made this one of the great destinations of the world, one of the great hotels in the world. And candidly, άλλαξε το πρόσωπο της Ελλάδας. Άλλαξε το πρόσωπο της χώρας. I don't know if one and only would have come down the road if it wasn't for Astir. And, as I look at all of these sponsors here, a lot of them would not have been here a decade or two ago. And a lot of them would not be here at the size and scope and depth that they are here today. So it speaks to a lot of people in this room, because Greece's economic transformation, from going from a country that was rumored to be kicked out of the euro to the fastest growing economy in Europe the last 3 years, it's quite an accomplishment. But it speaks to the Greek spirit and Greek determination and resiliency. I am proud to be the ambassador here. I'm proud because the bilateral relationship between Greece and the United States has never been stronger. The level of cooperation is across the board, in every pillar, as good as it has ever been. And I think it benefits both the United States and Greece. It speaks to greater prosperity, stability, greater investment. U.S. firms have certainly found Greece. In addition to what is a dynamic tourism and real estate renaissance in Greece. And folks, let's be honest. Would anyone want to spend more, go anywhere else but this beautiful country? But companies like Microsoft and Meta and Pfizer and Chubb, AWS have found Greece. And they do so not only for the beautiful food and climate. They do so because Greece has the single most important thing that is necessary, that any capital allocator would look for. Πανέξυπνοι σπουδασμένοι άνθρωποι. It has a very intelligent workforce. They are educated. They are educated in STEM. And this is the most important thing, the intellectual capital that allocators are looking for. Now, for this reason and many others, and I will also say, for a government that gets it, a government that understands that the underpinnings of anything that you want to do is a strong economy. If you have a strong economy, you can have a great social safety net system, you can have improving healthcare, improving education, a strong deterrence in your military, you can build out infrastructure. And from the depths of what might be one of the worst economic crises in the world, Greece has emerged. It is on its feet and it's starting to run very, very fast. You're looking at a 2.7% primary surplus this year. Now, my country is also experiencing a full employment economy and a record stock market. We have done very, very, very well, but we don't have a 2.7% primary surplus. No other country in Europe does. So it is quite an accomplishment. And I don't think these things happen by accident. So I do want to compliment all the stakeholders here for doing so. The collaboration between Greece and the United States, it's so important. If you look at where Greece is located, it is a pillar of stability. It is a key NATO ally in an area that can be described surrounded by several arcs of instability. The countries to the north have always had some challenges. They continue to have some challenges. They are nascent democracies that are constantly being undermined. There are countries in Europe that feel that they can invade their neighbors and change a country's sovereign boundaries by force. that they can undermine democracies utilizing energy in an extortive manner. And we see the crisis that is in the Middle East. So in an area in desperate need of stability, in desperate need of leadership, Greece is that partner, that essential partner, because Greece does not act in an extortive manner. They act with principles and values, and that is appreciated in Washington. They don't look at it for short-term gain. What can I extract? They are long-term players that understand that their place in the world is about how they conduct themselves in the field of international diplomacy. And I will tell you, having been the ambassador here for about 26 months and understanding the relationship, they are known as someone that is serious and reliable and capable. And I will repeat once again, Greece acts with principles and values. That's why they're so respected in Washington, and they're so respected regionally. I have the opportunity to sit next to the esteemed minister from the UAE. He doesn't go everywhere. He's an important person. But he took time out of a very busy schedule, and he is in high demand to come to Greece because the UAE, one of the wealthiest and most important countries, especially in terms of investment, they made the determination that Greece is relevant, that the relationship is important. And I think they made a very good decision being here. Bilateral investment is incredibly important. It speaks to peace, it speaks to stability. The Economist has recognized Greece as the country of the year. I had an opportunity to speak at a conference recently with Larry Summers, president of Harvard, secretary of the Treasury of the United States, a pretty knowledgeable person. And he said that, in his opinion, it should be the country of the decade. Remarkable, remarkable that Greece would be thought of that way. Remarkable that Greece is growing at 3, maybe 4 times the Eurozone. Remarkable that it has the largest drop of debt to GDP anywhere in the world. And it's on the backs of a lot of people like you in this room. So investment goes where it's wanted and stays where it's appreciated. And that's why we are so invested in Greece's future. We work hard to increase these trade and investment ties between our two countries. We work hard to do so in culture and education. The hard work and shared commitment of government, the private sector, and most importantly, the Greek people. Folks, strong economies come from EDs and MEDs. And I'm not here to tell the Greek people, the Greek government what to do. I'm just telling you what works in the United States. Foundational in our economy is research that comes from universities. That research has a technology transfer to entities, startup capital, and they're able to build and grow. First, as small companies, medium companies, and now the Googles and the Apples of the world. These come from educational institutions, research from universities, and they come from medical facilities. MD Anderson in Houston, 20% of its beds have clinical trials. Greece has the ability to do that because, like I said, it does have that intellectual capital, that highly educated workforce coming from outstanding universities to continue to press on an ecosystem of research that can be monetized with investment to create the next generation of Apples and Googles and Amazons right here in Greece improves people's lives. Ο πατέρας μου είπε, παιδάκι μου, να πας στο σχολείο να μάθεις μια τέχνη, να μπορείς να βάλεις φαγητό στο τραπέζι. Translated, that means, son, go get an education. The story of my family is well known, I think, in this country. My mom and dad grew up in a village no running water, no electricity, and an outhouse. I spent my summers there. I know what it was like. They knew what it was to be hungry. They knew what war was. They saw it firsthand. They knew what it was to be poor. They were able to immigrate to the United States. They were able to rebuild their lives. But we grew up in safe neighborhoods. Were able to get an outstanding public education. I was able to build a business. I'm now able to represent my country here. This is the opportunity of America. And this should be the opportunity for all, that every child should have an opportunity to have the same experience. There's 117 million displaced persons in this world, half of which are children. It's not some faraway esoteric fact. Think of the determination it takes a mother to put her 2-year-old on her shoulders, take her 4-year-old by the arms, get into an inflatable and risk their lives. They're not coming to destroy our society. They're not coming to steal jobs. As a matter of fact, we need them in the workforce. Let's be honest with ourselves. All of Europe, and in fact the United States, has aging demographics. We have a shortage of construction workers and healthcare workers and tourism workers and agricultural workers. Let's intelligently integrate people into our workforce. Let's put them in school. Let's give them dignity. Let's give them dignity. And they will be productive. We have voices of division and hatred in this world. We need to be better, all of us collectively. I come here not with a sense of criticism. I come with a sense of hope to say, let's drown out divisiveness. Let's look at a world of hope and opportunity and possibility and kindness and integration. We need more love in society, more understanding, more acceptance, more kindness. We need to work together as we are all brothers and sisters. We are all God's children. This is not only the right thing to do for civil society, it's the right thing to do for our economy as well. There is nothing that I would suggest, whether as the ambassador to Greece or any country, that wouldn't benefit us all. We need to do more. We need to do more to solve the challenges that exist to the north and the south of here, to do it in a humane way. We need to do more to incorporate everyone into the opportunity that my family had. Let us speak of hope and possibility, to understand that we are so fortunate and blessed to live in a democracy. When my country stood up a government, it was based on the principles and the values and the ethos that were born right here in ancient Greece. That for the first time ever, people came together with a sense of self-determination on how and by whom they should be governed. That is foundational, because all freedoms spring from democracy. The freedom to live from fear, the freedom of religion. But democracy works when it works for everyone. That every child, that every person is seen and heard and valued and has these opportunities. This is the work that we need to do. That an understanding that love is love and we're not here to judge, we are here to help. This is the work that we need to continue to do. I have often spoken in Greece as an economic miracle. Now, I went to Sunday school. I think I know what a miracle is, but I really mean it. I'm proud to be the ambassador here. They've come a long way, and I'm proud to be invited to speak at this forum. I never, growing up, I never thought I would have an opportunity to be amongst you. But I thank you for welcoming me into this country. I've made a lot of friends. I have 7 more months in this job. It's been an honor of a lifetime, and I hope you understand. Ewo, gemiriki, bandati imaste dipla sas. We stand with you. Thank you very much.